How's it hanging, peeps? Ah, man, feels good to be back on the bike. I've been driving my friend's car for the past few days. Slightly more convenient for me, just due to some circumstances. I went to the beach for the 4th of July, and first of all, it was fucking awesome. I don't know if anyone who watches this is anywhere around the Delaware area, but if they are, and they went to Rehoboth Beach for 4th of July fireworks, I was totally there, and it was hella sweet. Had a really good time, and yeah, that was how I celebrated the 4th. 4th of July is mine and my wife's anniversary of when we first started dating, so that is my bigger reason for celebrating the 4th. But anyway, that's kind of beside the point of this whole thing. We went to Rehoboth Beach, and I took my friends who live next to me. I had to take them to the airport a few days ago, and when I did, I used their car, because obviously I can't fit 2 other people on this motorcycle. We're not in India. So I used their car, and they told me when they left, they were just like, oh yeah, you can use our car whenever you need to, while we're gone. And I'm thinking, yeah, when the hell am I gonna need your car? Well, it came in pretty handy yesterday, especially, because, and this all ties in together. This is how I took my friends to the airport, and they left me their car, and I didn't think I was going to be needing it until I went to Rehoboth Beach night before last, and I live in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, so it's about a 3.5 hour drive, depending on traffic, and it was like 3.5 hours to get there, and then we got stuck in traffic, so we actually didn't even get to the beach until about 4:15, 4:30. The beach was awesome. The surf was intense because of Hurricane Arthur, so props to Arthur for making my experience a bit more enjoyable, because I love big waves, and there were a lot of big waves. Bunch of stupid little kids running around, but that's all right. You get that at any beach. And we stayed there all day, and then the fireworks started at about 9:15-ish or so, and fireworks were fucking awesome. I love fireworks. I love explosions. My favorites are the really loud, like rattle you in your seat type fireworks. They can be pretty and colorful or whatever, but as long as they got that big boom to go along with them, I'm a happy guy. So they definitely had some of those, which I expected, because the website said it's like the largest fireworks display in all of Delaware. Well, like, if the largest fireworks display in all of Delaware didn't have giant-ass fireworks, it's going to be depressing. But they did, so it wasn't. So we watched the fireworks, and the fireworks were long. I didn't expect them to go as long as they did. I'm consistently underestimating how long fireworks shows are going these days, I guess, because I went to one last night and I didn't think it was going to go as long as it did, but it did. And by the time they were over, it was right close to 10 o'clock. So we packed up our stuff, and we were trying to wait for the shuttle bus. And the shuttle bus at Rehoboth Beach Boardwalk, we were not informed, doesn't come to the boardwalk at night. Like, you have to walk down to a different bus stop to get on, which was fine if we had been told that. But we waited for like half an hour at the boardwalk bus stop waiting for this fucking bus, and it never showed. I was kind of annoyed, but some nice fella eventually told us, he's like, hey, you guys waiting for the bus? And he's like, yeah. And he told us, and we finally got on the bus, and we got back to our car, and we had to drive back. And like I said before, this is like a 3.5 hour drive. So we split it up between my wife, myself, and our friend who went with us. And I only ended up driving for like half an hour because I was so exhausted. Because I was the one who was jumping around in the water the whole time. Where my wife and our friend, just kind of laid on the beach. Which is cool, but I prefer to be in the water. I love the water. So I ended up napping, but then I had to be to work yesterday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not a morning person at all. I hate the morning. I'm getting better at it. I just started recently trying to change my schedule to wake up around 6:30-ish, but after bouncing around in the water for 5 hours and then having to make a 3-hour long car ride back, I was exhausted, and I fell asleep and I just crashed. And the next morning, my wife is a morning person, regardless of what she tells me. She is a morning person. I know she is. And she wakes me up and she's like, it's 7 o'clock and I had to be at work by 8. It's 7 o'clock, so if you get up now, you'll have enough time to get some coffee and get your gear on and get your motorcycle out so you can go to work and get showered. Now it's like, yeah, but if I take the car, I can sleep till 7:30. And that's what I did. I was a lazy bastard, and my sleep deprived brain won out over my love of my motorcycle. And yeah, that was why I've been off the bike for a couple of days, because I'm lazy. So yeah, Rehoboth Beach fireworks on the 4th of July are awesome. If you ever get a chance to go, hit that shit up, because it was a lot of fun. Like I said before, I love the beach, I love the water, and I love fireworks. So putting the two together just makes so much sense for me. And I was right, it did. It was awesome. And I loved it. And I'm kind of hoping we make it a tradition where we go back every year. I'm not sure yet, though. You got your blinker on there, fella. Not sure how to signal a car that they have their blinker on. I know for a biker it's like that or whatever. Let's give these good people here a little bit of throttle. And for now, I will go ahead and sign off, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.